With the release of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, I decided to do the other black suit wearer. Move over, Eddie Brock. Here comes Miles Morales. If you don't know by now, the game we're covering is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, the former having made favorites such as Ratchet & Clank, which I've made a video on, so go check that out. Resistance, Spyro the Dragon, and so on. And the latter, well, it's Sony. The game was released on November 12th, 2020. It takes place 1 year after the ending of Marvel's Spider-Man. Again, did a video on that, so go ahead, go check that out if you want to, Just leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, then go ahead. This time, you play as Miles Morales instead of Peter Parker. Give it a name. Miles' story is about finding himself and paving his own way as Spider-Man. I'm getting tired. Let's just jump in and experience the exaggerated swagger of a black team. Oh, okay, that's enough. Let's get into the game. Run it. The game starts off with introducing Miles as a well-mannered and good kid all around.
Gracias, chico.
De nada.
This nigga speaks Spanish. Damn, we really checking things off the minority checklist real quick. Miles is contacted by Peter, tell him that the convoy is leaving early and to come along quickly. Arriving, the two begins to escort the convoy, which starts off
okay, we got a problem.
Bad and goes poorly, and then
Before that happens,
horrible, and so on. I'm gonna be honest, Spider-Man might be one of, if not the, actually, I'm not about to say he's top, but he is one of the worst superheroes to save the city while destroying it. Like, look how much damage occurs when both Spider-Men try to stop the Rhino.
oh, bad, very bad. Pete, are you okay? No. No, I'm okay.
See what I'm saying? But before that, I like how they demonstrate the difference in experience between Peter and Miles. Miles webs onto a car that seems like a good idea, until you remember that they were battling a nigga that just tossed cars and running through trucks, hell even walls. While Peter webs a fire hydrant, which is multiple feet in the ground, making it harder to pull out. Miles squares up with the returning convicts that escaped, but who then came back for some reason, I don't know. But that's cut short when Peter comes flying through a wall.
Pete! Pete, wake up.
Seeing Peter slumped, Miles gets his shonen anime power up and mink, Rhino with his new electric power. Afterwards, Roxxon security comes and secures Rhino. While that happens, both Spider-Man meet Simon Kroger, whatever his name is.
Simon Krieger, head of R&D at Roxxon Energy. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. Sorry. I think our ball landed in your yard.
Does this nigga have blonde hair and blue eyes? If video games in this woke environment we live in have taught me anything, this nigga is evil. Possibly a Nazi. Because he has blonde hair and blue eyes. What about William B.J. Blazkowicz? He's a fictional character with blonde hair and blue eyes, but he hunts down Nazis and Klan members. He's a self-hating white man. He wants, fuck it, he yearns to have and to see the oppression of a black man. And not any black man. The Black Spider-Man. I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea where I was going with this BJ Blazkowicz idea. I just went with it. We can tell. Anyways, Simon tells him that he got it, and they decide to go and get some food. While eating, Peter drops the news that he won't be in the city for a couple of weeks, and that Miles has to hold the fort down. After getting a gift and taking an oath, the pair part ways.
I'm New York's only Spider-Man. Please don't screw this up.
I'll be right. I really don't like. I'll be right. I'll be right. I really don't like. I'll be right. I'll be right.
I'm gonna be honest, I'll save my thoughts on the end so you don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. But the soundtrack, it's kinda hidden, I ain't gonna lie. Miles meets up with his boy Genki.
What? Never seen a guy change clothes in Central Park?
Okay. How's it looking?
I'm gonna be honest, Nigga, this is one of the worst suits ever created. I don't know which artist sketched this up, but whoever did it, take away that nigga's sketch pad. Mal gets his suit and a bunch of hollow training side activities from Peter. After training, Genki hits Mal's line and tells him that he should go into Roxanne Plaza, since he thinks that someone is breaking in. The nigga could have just called the police, since that's what they're there for. You ain't have to call your boy Spider-Man.
They did a search for new form. What were they gonna do with it? Man, this night would just not quit.
Miles squares up with the gang in purple. They some fake ass Third Street Saints. Miles then learns that they were tracking new form shipments, but dips when he see the boys come. If you're wondering what new form is, it's a new clean source of energy. So you know that shit at some point is going to cause a massive explosion. It just has to. Miles returns home right before the Christmas Eve dinner could start and is put on music duty.
Hair looks okay, right?
This little scene is for niggas that thought Miles' hairline looked like shit in the first game.
It's me. I'm niggas.
But just look at the nigga's hairline before. Horrible.
Finn?
Hey, fixed your doorbell.
Why is she tinkering with the
So
doorbell?
good to see you. How are you? It's been like...
Months. A lot's changed.
Yeah, it really has.
Is that our guest of honor? Come on in, you two.
Miles reunites with Finn, who was his partner when they made an energy converter back in middle school. But that is cut short once the power cuts, which Miles then has to go and turn back on. After returning inside, the four of them have a lovely dinner. Rio, who is Miles' mom, asks Finn about her brother if he still works for Roxanne, in which he manages to dodge the question. Rio also explains that Roxanne doesn't answer to anyone except their shareholders. Miles and Finn catches up with each other while washing dishes.
Welcome to Friendly Neighborhood 1.0. It lets New Yorkers directly request your help and report crimes in progress.
Nice UI.
Thanks. Oh, look, someone just made a request.
Miles helps his uncle Aaron, which is a stupid ass name. Like motherfuckers out here with 2 A's in that bitch, but we have to ignore one of them because the alternative is AA Ron, which just sounds hella retarded. Helps them get the trains running again. The main thing to take away is that the people in purple are called the Underground, and their leader is called the Tinkerer. I wonder who that could be. After dealing with the trains and bombs, also unlock some collectibles, Miles returns and checks in with his uncle.
Oh hey, here you go. 1 year unlimited subway pass.
Thanks.
Did I get the name right?
How did you... okay, gotta go.
Hold up, Miles. I kinda suspected when I saw the news yesterday. Watching your moves on those escape cons, juking guys left and right, could've sworn I was back at the park playing pickup with you and your dad.
I'm gonna be honest, this was a good scene. You can feel the love that Aaron has for Miles. Also sets up the reveal later on when he says to Miles to give him a call if he needs some help. I'm gonna be honest, also, that is a really good looking black person. Not in the sense that he looked good, but like, I can actually see him existing in real life and being somebody like uncle. Miles meets up with Finn, and they reminisce over when they were in middle school and how close they were with her brother. He then has to return home to attend to his mom's rally. Look at my man Sid. He got the Timbs on with the open fur collar coat. Ooh, he just oozing with the
exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Oh, also, he looks at that lady's ass. I like that touch. Shit, he looked like he liked that touch too. Miles enjoys the festival, speaking to different people, and eventually attends his mom's speech, in which she continues to take on Roxanne, but that's cut short when the Saints attack. I might be reaching, but Roxanne's security look like the Morning Star from Saints Row the Third, so we'll be calling them that from now on. Miles, after having dealt with the attackers at the rally, then goes to investigate an explosion at the bridge, which happens to be the Saints and the Morning Star beefing over the new form. Miles, being Spider-Man,
He's destabilizing it. Get down!
makes things worse. Man, he made that shit even worse. And then, after a fantastic set piece, Roxanne pulls up, looking to add Spider-Man to the list of names chanted during the Black Lives Matter protests.
I'm recording this. Put that phone away now. I said put that phone away now. Hey, get your hands off me. Leave now. This is your last warning.
See what I mean? Before Officer Derek Chavon could cop another black person, Miles unlocks his invisibility power, managing to escape. Waking up in the morning, Miles talks to Genki about how Finn is a tinkerer. Oh yeah, Finn is a tinkerer. If you don't know that, you know it now. But after a talk from his mom and friend, and a montage, Miles becomes... his own Spider-Man. His first move as Spider-Man is to investigate the repair shop that Finn and her family owned. There, he finds a desk with different items relating to New Form and Morningstar. In an article right below the development team roster, it talks about how Rick, who worked for the Morningstar, was killed along with some of his colleagues in the explosion. That's essentially the detail. Really nice. While exploring, Miles comes across some videos.
Krieger still want him in his new form. We need to do this tonight.
Let me.
Keep cutting corners. Ignoring safety reports. I can't let them pervert my work like this, Finn.
Okay. First we flush the core, then we wipe all data. You're sure they can't just make more of this stuff?
No. No, as long as we take out the backup supply in Jersey too. But without me, they'll have no idea how.
After discovering this, Miles goes to the Morningstar lab to retrieve the lost footage. Breaking in, Miles runs into his uncle.
But we do this my way. I know a place I can access a security terminal. Let you know what's coming. Remote mines. Use them if you get in a jam. Don't get caught.
With his uncle's help, Miles is able to get his hands on the footage, which shows Simon stopping the pair from destroying the reactor, in the process, killing Rick.
No!
Damn, the nigga got hit with the ray spear. With his knowledge, Miles decides to shut it down himself by absorbing the energy, which results in... and the phone being fried. Escaping with his uncle into the subway, Aaron gives Miles the advice to infiltrate the Saints by using Finn. Meeting up with Finn, Miles convinces Finn that he wants to help her, and she agrees to it. The Saints are using Fist's tower as a hideout, but first, he has to complete the trial. I'm gonna be honest, as a regular ass nigga, I would do none of this shit. So they should have known something was up when he did it all in some fucking Tims. Just saying. Miles enters and gets to looking for anything with New Form. While snooping, Miles finds the location of the unstable New Form and some more Saints hideouts. Finding the New Form, Miles also stumbles along a plan to blow up the Morningstar Plaza. And before he can retrieve the New Form, Finn takes it and a chase ensues, which ends with Miles.
My mom will be very upset.
Miles?
Can we just...
You two on the roof! Freeze!
This bitch pulled a Batman, exposing his identity. Afterwards, Miles meets up with his uncle. Side activity about collecting noise to make music, cause he's black. Skip. Hey, come on now, that's not the reason. What? Peter didn't collect no damn music. Nigga took pictures. Don't give me, oh, it's a hobby. Nigga, pick another one. Like panning, or video editing, or watching YouTube videos. Nigga, something else. Or something else besides music and rapping. I don't know if he's rapping, but I'm pretty sure he knows how to spit a hot 16. Okay, I see your point. When leaving, Aaron is shown giving the location of where they're going to be to someone. The next day, Miles calls Finn and makes a plan to meet up. They chat for a bit, and when the Morningstar attack, Miles is... Knocked that nigga the fuck out. Had him like. Mao is awoken, trapped in a chair.
Her brother and I were developing new form.
All you did was put your name on the patent. He said the only thing you knew how to do was sell other people's ideas.
Yeah, well, at least I still got a pulse, babe.
Damn, told her ass.
Bitch, fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. Most of the ass got
Simon leaves, and Officer Derek comes back to remind Miles that all lives matter and proceeds to beat him. Ooh, nigga busting a mean nut. Finn and Miles work together to escape. Miles also finds out that his uncle was not only working with Simon, but also sold him out. A new enemy is added, who has the power to see through Miles' camouflage, which we easily and sneakily deal with. Hey yo, I'm gonna be honest, this might just be the only time in the story that these niggas are actually used, so enjoy them while they last.
All the current new firm project data's on here. Toxicity reports, failed safety reviews, and Krieger's name's on everything. This would destroy Roxxon.
After making this discovery, Ronald attacks, and the duo teams up to bring him down since he has armor that makes Miles' electricity ineffective. While Miles collects the data, he discovers that Simon had changed the design, and that if Finn went through with her plans, the explosion would not only take out the Morningstar Plaza, but most of Harlem as well. While that is happening, Ronald is putting his nails in his coffin.
What's to thy helpless?
He said, and Finn was like,
Are you sure about that?
and murks him, and then fights Miles. And by fight, I mean she gave him the Batman Arkham treatment. Why does Spider-Man always get portrayed as a bitch? Like both Peter and Miles have moments where they get their ass kicked even though they should be winning or being able to fight back. It just feels weird. Anyways, Miles walked back home, beaten.
Miles? Where have you... ¿Pero qué pasó?
What are you wearing?
I have to tell you something.
I ain't gonna lie, I think I touched on this before, but I'm gonna say it again.
Finn's attacking the
Everybody in this game has a crispy ass hairline. Like to the point where it seems kind of weird. Like hell, look at even Genki. This nigga has a decent hairline. I want to live in this world. Who are they barbers? I need to know. Genki calls Miles and informs him that Finn is using the Science Center as a setup, since she is using their energy converter to finish making the new form unstable. But before arriving, Miles is captured by his uncle, who in turn is defeated by Miles.
But I can't be the person you want to turn me into. I can't turn my back when people need me. I have to be better than that.
Entering the Science Center, Miles has a flashback to when he was younger. Yeah, when he was fucked up. Like, look at this nigga uncrispy hairline. Shit was cut with fucking a chisel. I don't know. Fucking rocks and stones.
I am not saying that.
Cutting back to the present, Miles tries to deactivate the new form, but Finn comes in and takes it. Fighting his way out, Genki calls him and tells him the Saints and Morningstar are duking it out in Harlem. So Miles finishes what he was doing and rushes to Harlem. Approaching Harlem, Miles is met with a plethora of enemies he must defeat.
Get out of here, young blood! You've got more important things to do.
He's right. Go. We'll get people clear.
I'll be back.
I know. Okay, people! Check it out!
Finn puts the unstable new form in the reactor, right as Miles enters the frame. He tries to explain that the design had changed, but she doesn't believe him. A 3-part, 4-part, however many part fight ensues, accompanied with the reactor going critical in the background. After eating the fall, Miles forces himself to the reactor and starts to drain it. With seconds to spare before he explodes, Finn decides to bring him high in the sky.
Moving at speed of sound, quickest hedgehog around. Found ourselves in a situation, stuck in a new location without.
I can't. It's okay. I can't. Just let go. Let go.
Damn, busting even bigger ones. Got him like. But nah, Finn just got hit with
the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
After falling, I ain't gonna lie, he ate that fucking fall. But more importantly, how the hell did the scarf and the hat even survive that? That shit was like a nuke. The people of Harlem come together to protect Miles' identity. While he leaves, they hold off the media. 4 weeks go by and Simon is arrested.
Any idea who I am? I will own you.
Told you he was one of those. Y'all didn't believe me. Aaron is also arrested, but turns on Simon and gives him up. Damn, snitch ass nigga. I know it was for the greater good, but still. You could have held that in, my boy. And he got less time too? Will he have a chance of getting less time? Snitch. Miles is shown walking the streets. Yeah, he's doing the Ray Charles hand dance. I don't know what else to call it. I feel ashamed, I'm sorry. He then goes to meet up with Peter, showing his growth as Spider-Man through drinking upside down. He asks Peter if things will get easier, in which he replies, some things yeah, but other things, nah. The duo then takes off to go stop a car chase. After a stylish credit sequence, a scene featuring Harry and Norman play.
Vitals are good, circulatory system healthy, brain activity normal.
He's been in there long enough.
Mr. Osborn, I understand he's your son, but his disease could...
Kurt.
But we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
Oh yeah, I'm so ready for Spider-Man 2 right now. Alright, that's the game. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Overall, it's a cool game to play. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this outro short since this game really doesn't have much to say. If you want to know like my full opinions on it, go watch the Marvel Spider-Man video I have out right now. Yeah, it's a continuation, expansion, DLC, a Destiny Forsaken King. I don't know how to really describe it. It's more content. That's it. It's not a fully new game, but it isn't the same Spider-Man game as before. It's like a Spider-Man 0.5. It does enough to separate itself from its predecessor. Again, the combat is Arkham inspired, but unlike the original Spider-Man, Miles adds more finesse and style that separates him from Peter. Honestly, this clip right here,
the exaggerated swagger of a black
sums
teen,
up the games nicely. Surprisingly, even if that was some wild shit for that man to say. Like it came out of left field, honestly. Miles is a teen who just got powers, so he's going to flex a little. Speaking of powers, the electrical powers made a nice touch to further separate him from Pete, since Peter has way more gadgets. It balanced out the characters in my eyes. The invisibility does make the game easier, since there isn't really no counter to it besides the dude that can see through the camel. So you're probably going to breeze through the game, especially if you did all the side activities like I did. Also, another thing to note is the music is fantastic in my opinion. The music always seems to help push the message of the scene even further and add on. It wasn't just background noise, but it actually complemented the scene. The villains was alright, nothing too special. One thing that I felt weird about it was who the Tinkerer was. Instead of being a middle-aged white man, it's a young black girl. Honestly, not that big of a deal, but the first time I actually came across the Tinkerer was in Ultimate Alliance 2, and seeing him working with Dr. Doom and Latveria made me see him as a person not to be taken lightly, since he was working on making modified soldiers. But here, he's an arms maker, dealer, something. It's a small gripe. Alright, video's over. If you want phone, Alright, video over. If you want, I got a couple of videos you can watch. Here go 2 on screen right now. These are some of my best work, in my opinion. And oh, if you made it this far, hit the like and subscribe, comment, share, all that good shit. Okay, I'm out. The galaxy needs me. Farewell and Excelsior. Because, you know, Stanley. Alright, farewell.